Hey everybody, welcome back to White's World. Since last episode, guys, I have done a little bit of work around here. I tried fixing this archway just a tad. Didn't really like it, so I ended up going with some oak pillars, oak logs going right here. I think it looks pretty decent. Pretty happy with how that turned out. I also off camera went ahead and did this stairway, this little entrance area that goes from the mine shaft right here to where we come down from above, and I'd say I'm pretty satisfied with it. I used a mixture of some stone slabs, spruce wood, stone brick variations, oak logs, of course, and some, what is this? I believe this is light gray. Yes, of course it's light gray. How did I not know that? Of course it's light gray. And I feel like the design's all right. It's not too bad. I was a little worried that it might feel a little too cluttered, but I think for this area, given the textures, given the variations, given the blocks that I use here, turned out pretty well. I'm pretty happy about that. It'll work. It'll definitely work. But guys, in today's episode, kind of the goal. The goal is to finish off this mine shaft. I want to get the ceiling done. Still need to get that up there done. I also want to get these areas over here done. That's part of, finishing the mine shaft. I also want to see if we can extend this mine shaft. That may be a little bit too much for today, but I will try and do that in today's episode. So guys, I guess, without further ado, let's go ahead and get back to work on this mine shaft. Oh boy. So it's probably about 74 degrees Fahrenheit outside. At least that was the high that it was today. So it's probably about 80 degrees in my room right now. So I have a fan on in the background and my computer fan is going absolutely crazy. So I do apologize if you guys hear that. But I did go ahead, as you guys saw, and did a little bit around here. Especially with this staircase around here. I did put some stuff on the floor. I added some ores. I do like the ores. That was a suggestion I got, was to put ores in the floor, and I actually do like them. I feel like it adds quite a cool texture to the floor. I tried these stone brick stairs though, and I'll be honest, I'm not a fan. Maybe it's because of how I did it, but I'm not a fan of the stone brick stairs. So we'll be getting rid of those. I have some gravel on me. We'll be getting rid of those and replacing them back with the gravel and stone, smooth stone that I already had in here. I feel like that this will work out the best. And the ores really do add a contrast and texture that is quite cool. I quite like it. And also, I went over here and did this staircase. Now, fair warning, this is my first attempt at this staircase, so it may not be too great, but this is what I came up with. On the side here, one fence for some reason. Not really sure why there's one random fence right here. But a beam going across here, almost like a little enclave, a little hole right here. As you can see up to the top, fences extending from there, wood beam. It's kind of all over the place. I hit up these stairs, just a torch in the middle for right now. A little pathway leading up to this place up here, which will probably be just plain spruce. Little patterns on the sides here. Pretty simple roof. Pretty simple area right here. Not entirely sure if I really like it, to be honest. It's interesting. I know right here there's only so much I can do because if we take this out, that goes to the other side. But some of this other stuff I could probably do a little bit more with. But this is my first attempt at the staircase, and it's not bad, I don't think. I don't think it's bad. It's very different from what I normally do. So let me know. Let me know what you guys think. I thought about adding some fences right here, maybe, and adding fences right there. Yeah, I think I actually like that better. Yes. Much bigger fan of that. Looks a little weird with that upside down stair, but it is what it is. But what I thought about doing now, guys, is doing something similar to this, or hopefully the exact same thing over on this side, over on these, this wall, this staircase over here. And then my goal after that is to go ahead, since we have the floor done, we'll have the staircases done. All that's left is the roof area and this over here. Now I'm thinking of putting some sort of design over here. Not entirely certain what I want the design to be, but hopefully it'll have to do stuff with ores, minerals, maybe a few diamonds, maybe some redstone, gold, some kind of structure right here, some kind of symbol right here to say, hey, this is our mine. Looks pretty cool. So yeah, hopefully I can get something done with that. But I think first off, I'm really gonna need to fix up this roof. I have a few ideas. I want to have maybe some spruce fences hanging down, some leaves hanging down, oars in the ceiling, cracked stone brick, which I still need to put around, and all that good stuff. Lots of stuff left to do, guys. Lots of stuff left to do in today's episode. So yeah, without further ado, let me go ahead and get started, and I'll be back with you guys, hopefully with some more progress in a minute. I like it. I like what I've been doing so far. As you guys saw, I did this staircase over here, and I started on the ceiling, and I'm actually quite liking it. I'm a little worried that there are too many ores, at least in these side bits here. But looking at the top here, this is exactly what I was going for the ceiling. Exactly what I wanted. Turns out pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually show you guys how I've been doing this. We'll go ahead and pillar up right here. It may take a little bit of time, but what I've been doing, pillaring all the way up here, as you can see, and make sure I can go all the way across. Go here, and yeah, so making sure I can reach as far as I can on every single side, because let me tell you, it's kind of a pain. It's kind of a pain to be up here doing this. So with the ceiling, what I basically did is I've been taking out as much of the smooth stone as possible. I still want a little bit of smooth stone in this design, but I don't want there to be a whole lot of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this out, take you out, take all kinds of stuff out, leave you in, kind of give it a nice textured feel, a nice background right there. Maybe take you out and take you out. Yeah, so something like that. Then what I've been doing is adding stone brick. So I want some stone brick there. I want some stone brick not there. Oh, I can't place. Come on, Brian. Or adding as much just stone brick as I can. Something like that. That'll work. Something like that. Add a little bit more there. Okay, you're too much now. Yeah, we'll take you away. And add a little bit of stone brick here in the middle as well. Voila, not too bad. Then I've been going back, filling some more holes with cracked stone brick. Not falling. That's a bad idea. And then once I have all the stone brick in that I want, what I've been doing is grabbing iron and gold and placing some around here. So maybe a little bit of coal right here. Not right there. Oh, I'm so good at placing this stuff. Then adding a little bit of this around here. Add a little bit there. A little bit of you there. And then just a dab of gold ore in some of these places. Can I go this way, please? Can I? Oh, man. Okay. Terrible trying to reach these places. Add one more. And voila. Let's go ahead and try to pillar our way down now. And voila. That's basically how I've been doing the ceilings. And if we look up after I collect all these blocks, yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. It looks a lot like this one over here, which is kind of what I was going for. And I feel like the process I do right there, taking away the stone, adding stone brick and cracked stone brick, and then adding some ores, really does work out well. And I feel like the ceiling does fit pretty well with the mine. I was a little worried that the ceiling would be too cluttered, but I think once I add some some spruce fences, which I've been doing over the sides a little bit, this is kind of how I'm going to add spruce fences. Add them at the bottom of these blocks, and there'll be a whole row of them across the top right there. And then adding some leaves maybe on the sides. I haven't decided about the leaves. The problem I have with the leaves, I'm not sure how I'm going to do them. So just adding spruce fences for right now, I think is what I'm going to end up doing. Once, of course, I finish all the ceiling area. And then once we're done with all this, guys, then we can move on to this area right here. Now, I have been tinkering around a little bit with a design or two, and I think I have an idea as to what I want to do for this design. I'm thinking about putting a pickaxe right here, like almost like a pixel art of a pickaxe, but I haven't figured out a model that is small enough to fit on this page, so we'll see how that works out in the end. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get back to work on this place. I have a lot more work to do, and when I bring you guys back, hopefully I'll have the ceiling done, and then we can start work on this little area, this little space up here, which should take us probably the rest of today's episode, but we'll see. There we go. The roof is all done, or the ceiling, I guess you could say, is all done. I am a tiny bit worried that it is too cluttered with ores and different textures compared to the rest of the mine area here. But coming down from this mine shaft entrance right here, I don't think it's that bad, to be honest. I don't think it's that terrible. And I'm still improving anyway, so I guess I don't mind a few mistakes here and there in these things. I still think it looks pretty good overall though, so not too bad. I also did something with the torches right here. I need to put them on the sides because I originally had them on the... Oh, I'm actually missing a fence right there. Let's actually go do that. I originally had them on the sides facing inwards. The only problem with that was that, well, you know, fences go right there. So I had to fix that, and yeah, I think the fix turned out pretty well. Where is there? There it is. There it is. There is the fix. Right there. Sweet. But yeah, now our next task, guys, which I've already been kind of working on in the creative world that I have for this world and other worlds, is a design for right here. And I think I have a design. I'm using a pickaxe, almost like a pixel art pickaxe, like I described earlier. And I got a small design that I think might work out pretty well. Not entirely certain, to be honest, but it's worth a shot, I think. I definitely think it's worth a shot, and I'm really kind of excited to show you guys. So let's go ahead and pop on over to a creative world, and once we get over there, I'll show you guys the design that I have for the little pickaxe symbol I want to put on this wall. Aha, there we go. So it's a very small pickaxe, as you can see, and it's not necessarily to proportion. This is actually a proportional pickaxe right here. I looked at pictures online for this one, but this one's too big, and I don't really like it to begin with. I kind of like this kind of small, kind of cute pickaxe right here. That might work out pretty well. Now, how I have it right now, it's kind of inset into the wall, so I'm not sure if I'm really going to go with that, but I definitely want to go with the oak. I definitely want to go with iron. And the reason I'm going with an iron pickaxe instead of the diamond, I don't really have enough diamonds at this point to really do a diamond pickaxe. Not to mention the resources in general for this pickaxe are more readily available. I do kind of like this one a little better. It's a little brighter of a color that still meshes well with the rest of the mine. So I think that's going to work out pretty well. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead, guys, and build this thing in the world. I'm not entirely certain yet if I want to set it inside of the wall or just put it on the outside of the wall. Not entirely certain, but we will see. And I also probably won't do a spruce background. I might just do a regular stone background, or I might do a background of... Actually, regular stone may be all right. I may do a background that includes some stone brick and some cracked stone brick, but the spruce, I don't think it works out too well with this area. We can just do a little bit more right here. Grab you. Yeah, definitely better. Definitely like that better than the spruce. So yeah, let me go ahead and build this thing, guys, and I'll be back once again in just a second. And let's go ahead and add in the last little bit of this pickaxe. Take a step down and see how we like this. Yeah. I actually don't mind it protruding off the wall like that. I actually really like that. And I think, yeah, it's centered over the doorway. That's pretty good. Depending whether or not I should put some lights up there. I put a torch right underneath of the pickaxe right there. But apart from that, there's really no other lights up here. But yeah. Yeah, I like that. The roof does blend in a little bit too much to the sides. But other than that, I'm pretty satisfied, guys. I am pretty satisfied with how this mine turned out. Now, of course, I need to move all of these resources. And we got to do something in terms of like a minecart track up here. Some of the sort. But apart from that, we're pretty much done with this mine shaft. What I want to do, though, for the rest of today's episode, since today really is about finishing the mine shaft, I want to take a trip down one of these little mining areas right here. Maybe down... Okay, this one I already went down, and there was a cave down there that I explored. So what I'll probably do is go down this this little mine 2x1 area, mine as much as I can, see how much ore and stuff I can get, see if I find a cave and go through that, see what all we can get, because the whole point of this mine obviously is to use it, to actually use it to mine, to get resources. So why not do that on camera with you guys? And while I do that, I think I'll go ahead and talk about today's comment, because I haven't mentioned today's comment yet, and it's probably one, I haven't really looked at the comments, but I like explaining each and every comment every single episode, the ones I have for each episode. So I'm going to go ahead and go do that. I'm going to go ahead and get myself some torches together. get some other materials together, and then when I bring you guys back, we're going to go ahead talk about today's comment that I picked from last episode. So today's comment is from a user by the name of Telex Gaming, and this person said, Terracotta looks terrible when you first see it, but the opportunities are endless. Some can be used for modern art, pool floors, epic dropper maps, and more. Now this is in response, of course, to all the new, or the few new 1.12 blocks implemented in the latest snapshot, which we are currently on. And by the way, guys, thank you all so much for all the comments last episode. I really do appreciate it. There were a ton of comments, which was really awesome going through them. But I would have to agree with this comment. I know I originally said in the video that I wasn't a huge fan of the terracotta. I especially wasn't a huge fan of the new wool saturation and colors, which, you know, I'll get used to that. The terracotta, though, was a new block, and I didn't really see the purpose for it. And I would have to agree, terracotta at first, it doesn't look too great, but I've seen some cool uses of it recently, particularly in like desert builds. I know, who was it? I think it might have been Good Times with Scar went ahead and did designs with using terracotta as sort of like bed sheets or like comforters or something on a bed, which was really cool. I've seen some really cool uses of the terracotta block so far, which to me is a good sign. Originally, I thought that the terracotta block wasn't really going to be something that people were going to use. And of course, obviously, stuff like the arrow part, actually, Telex Gaming goes on to say in a reply, it really depends on what you're doing. Some builds terracotta will add to and others will take away. I think it is something that you have to use right in order for it to work. The purple terracotta with the arrows will be very useful for map builders, I'm sure. And I definitely agree with that. The arrows make a lot of sense. Now that particular design makes a lot of sense for map builders and just builders in general. Maybe having arrows direct people certain places. Just in general in the game sounds pretty cool. But yeah, the terracotta blocks. I've been thinking of some patterns in my head of ways we can use it in the world. I think mainly as flooring is where I was thinking about it, but definitely maps. Definitely. A lot of the community members around in the huge Minecraft community have done a lot of cool things with it already, and I'm really excited because this is just the first stages of 1.12. I mean, we have no idea what's going to happen in future snapshots. They haven't released another snapshot yet, as far as I'm aware, at the time of this video. So there's a lot of things Mojang can still do before the full release of 1.12. I hope that they add a lot more. I mean, I'm cool with the stuff that they've already added, but I do want them to add more blocks, hint, stairs and slabs. Maybe some other cool blocks. I don't have any ideas in my head, but I'm sure that there are plenty of ideas out there in the community. There's a lot of things that Mojang can still do for the 1.12 update, and I'm really hoping that they continue to add features, that they continue to bring out snapshots, and that we continue to update this world to the latest snapshots. Because, like I said last episode, I want this to be a snapshot world, not just a let's update every time there's an official update. I want to stay current on the latest snapshots, all the latest new features, because for me, that's kind of exciting. You know, this game, years and years ago, when I first started, first started playing Minecraft in 1.7, the full release 1.7. So that was January of 2014, when they added mesas and savannas and things like that. And it was a long time before they came out with a new update. It was, gosh, a year and a half, I think. Or actually, it may have been over 2 years. I don't remember. Before they released 1.9. And so then we weren't really getting a whole lot of new features. But seeing Mojang constantly adding new features now makes me personally even more willing to update the world every time that there's a stable snapshot. Update the world to the latest features, because it's really exciting. Have new features, new things to mess around with, new blocks to mess around with, new mechanics to mess around with. Although it may break some stuff, some old stuff in the end, a lot of the changes that they do make, such as the terracotta blocks, do seem to benefit the game as a whole in the future. And I'm really excited to see what else that they bring in the 1.12 update, which there's no release date for it. They're still releasing snapshots. Like I said, they haven't released a new one as of yet, as of the recording of this video. But who knows? Who knows if they'll release one this week, next week, the week after. There's a lot of things that they can still release before the official update. So I'm pretty excited, guys. I hope y'all are excited too. Anyways, guys, thank y'all for tuning into this little talky bit over some mining. Hopefully y'all enjoy the little bit that is left in today's episode. And without further ado, let's get back into today's episode. Alrighty, well, I just got back from the mining trip, as you guys saw, and yeah, I have a little bit of a haul over here in this little chest over here. Let's go ahead and see what we got from it. By the way, this is all the further we went in the actual tunnel itself, so not too far. We found a pretty good cave, which was pretty awesome. But here's our loot. I added all the stone and cobblestone and other stuff here, but we got almost 5 stacks of coal ore, a little over 2 stacks of iron ore, a few lapis, a little bit of redstone, a little bit of gold, and quite a few diamonds. That is quite a few diamonds. We might actually, we're not gonna do it right now. I may do it later. Fortune those diamonds and see what we get. Because I do still want to have some diamond ore. I have a little bit over here for the floor as we expand this thing, but that's not a huge issue in my opinion. We can always get more diamond ore anyways. Diamonds honestly are not that difficult to find. If you've been playing this game for long enough and you do enough branch mining, you'll find plenty of diamonds, trust me. It's not too terribly difficult. But yeah, guys, like I said earlier, that's going to do it for today's episode. I hope y'all enjoyed. I hope y'all enjoyed the mining. I hope y'all enjoyed essentially the finishing of the mine shaft. And if you did enjoy the video, guys, go ahead and smash that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel if you're new and or not already subscribed. Anyways, guys, take care, and I'll see you later.